Dunkin' Donuts. And by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Red Sox take the field today on opening day 2013 for the Red Sox, their home opener. As Clay Buchholz and the Red Sox take the field on a beautiful day at Fenway Park, nothing but blue skies above. As we check out the visiting Baltimore Orioles starting lineup. Lineup is brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. And Nate McLeod leads it off. He is in left field. Manny Machado at third base batting second. Nick Markakis in right field bats third with Adam Jones in center. In the cleanup spot with Chris Davis at first base. Matt Wieters does the catching. He bats sixth with J.J. Hardy at shortstop. Ryan Flaherty is at second base. He bats eighth. And Steve Pearce is the DH. He bats out of the number 9 spot for the O's. And the start number 2 for Clay Buchholz. His first start against the Yankees, went 7 innings, giving up 6 hits and 1 run. Struck out 4 and walked 2, and threw 94 pitches in that first outing. So he comes in at 1-0 into his second start of the season.
And the Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They have not made an error in the 6 games that they've played. Will Middlebrooks will be at third base. Jose Iglesias, the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia at second. And Mike Napoli, the first baseman. Left to right, Daniel Nava, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Shane Victorino, and David Ross doing the catching for Buchholz.
Now the umpiring crew, Ed Hickox, has the play calling the balls and strikes with Corey Blazer at first base, Jim Joyce at second base, and Jim Wolf is the umpire at third. The beautiful conditions here today at Fenway Park. You can hear the broadcast in Spanish by touching the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
Now the conditions today, 59 degrees here at Fenway Park. Not bad at all. Breeze out to left, and the forecast is clear for the remainder of the day, and nothing but blue skies above, not a cloud in the sky as we start play today in this home opener from Fenway Park.
Just a very slight breeze, and that breeze, whatever it is blowing in, but not very much at all. Beautiful day here in Boston.
So Nate McLeod about to lead it off for the Orioles. Of course, the wild card winner last year, and getting into the postseason. One of the bigger surprises of 2013 was the play of the O's under Buck Showalter, and they bring back a large contingent of the team that was so successful last year, and really trying to prove that last year was not a fluke and that they are just that good. As Clay Buchholz ready to deal with the first pitch of the afternoon. And it's grounded foul. We're underway. Nate McLeod, 5 for 19 out of the gate, hitting at .263 to start the year and leading off for the Orioles. Oh, 2 as Buchholz jumps ahead.
Red Sox defense playing straight up against McLeod.
Buchholz a miss inside, 1-2. Clay is 5-1 in his last 9 starts against Baltimore, dating back to 2009. And in total of 6 career starts here at Fenway Park against Baltimore, 3-1 with a 2.04 earned run average. And of course his no-hitter was against the Orioles as he wanted that pitch over the inside corner.
Yeah, tried to pick up that inside corner and didn't miss it by very much.
Now the no-hitter for Clay back on September the 1st of 2007. Was able to strike out Nick Markakis to end that no-hitter. This is sharply hit back into center field. A base hit for Nate McLeod to get the afternoon started for the Orioles.
Well, McLeod takes that outside fastball. He just missed the inside corner on the previous pitch. He tries to go away with the fastball, and McLeod up the middle for the ground ball base hit. And the leadoff man on here for the Orioles.
Nate McLouth at first base, held on by Napoli as Manny Machado arrived on the scene last year for the Orioles. Stands in, the rookie last year, and terrific first season this year, off to a 192 start. He is 5 for 26 out of the gate.
A couple of checks on McLouth at first base. He's got 2 steals on the season, has not been caught.
101 stolen bases for McLouth in his career. He'll check again and quickly back to the bag. Third try, this one a little closer as McLouth had to dive back.
Tried to increase his lead by about a half a step, and that time a very close play at first base. Almost caught him in between steps trying to increase that lead.
Popped up. Down from first comes Napoli, battling the sun in the fungo circle. He'll make the catch. Let's welcome in Jenny Dell on this opening day from Fenway.
Thank you, Don. You could feel the energy in that Red Sox clubhouse earlier today. A brand new manager, 8 players that are wearing the Red Sox uniform for the first time at Fenway. John Farrell said all of these players know what it's like to come to Fenway and play in this atmosphere, but to taste it the first time in a Red Sox uniform, that's something special. Johnny Gomes said it's a great opportunity to soak in the history of this ballpark and stand on that same line that so many legends have before. And Will Middlebrooks, he said, we love the pressure to win and Red Sox fans expect us to win. There's nothing like playing at Fenway Park.
Well, certainly you could feel it as part of the pregame ceremony, and the largest hands, the new manager, and returning to the Red Sox, John Farrell, one of the largest hands on the field here as he was introduced on opening day. Nick Markakis healthy again and off to a good start. 370 batting average for the Orioles right fielder. Markakis hitting at 370 on the year. This one fouled off down by the shoe tops from Markakis. Well, the Geico quote of the day comes from Will Middlebrooks. It's a good feeling to be going home because we're playing well and should only get better at Fenway. That's huge, having that momentum, and certainly a much different feeling for the Red Sox coming home this year than either of the previous two, where they're 0-6 leading up to their home opener at Fenway. And what a day Will had yesterday. Big part of finishing off the road trip on such a high note. To center field, Ellsbury was deep, but he comes in and will make the catch, battling the sun. 2 down.
First changeup that Buchholz has featured this afternoon, and very effective. Had Markakis out in front a little bit for the fly ball to Ellsbury for the second out of the inning. So with 2 outs, McLouth still at first base.
2 down for Adam Jones. How about his start? 538 the batting average, 14 for 26. Just off the outside edge. Buchholz wanted it. And Jones last year, 32 home runs. They had 82 runs batted in. Outside from Buchholz and low.
Jones, a .238 hitter against Buchholz, but he does have 1 home run. Currently on a 6-game hitting streak.
McLouth, who led off the inning with a single, still at first base with 2 down in the inning. Fly ball to right field, sending Victorino back a ways. He'll have room shy of the track. makes the catch that ends the inning. The Orioles leave a runner at first. Red Sox are coming up when we come back to the Fens. Last half of the first inning back at Fenway Park. Orioles don't score in the top of the first. The Red Sox coming up in the bottom of the first in their order today. Brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. Jacoby Ellsbury leading it off in center field with Shane Victorino in right field. Dustin Pedroia at second base. Bats third with Mike Napoli at first base in the cleanup spot. Will Middlebrooks at third with Daniel Nava in left field batting sixth. Johnny Gomes at DH today seventh with David Ross doing the catching. And Jose Iglesias at shortstop bats ninth. First start for Wei-Yin Chen, his second appearance, and his first one 5 2/3, 7 hits, 2 runs. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 4 through 84 pitches. That was against Tampa Bay and a no decision. He gets his second go around today, a fastball, curveball, slider, and a changeup in his arsenal.
The Orioles defense has made 4 errors in their 6 games. Manny Machado will be at third base. J.J. Hardy, the shortstop. Ryan Flaherty at second base. And Chris Davis, the first baseman. Left to right, Nate McClough, Adam Jones, and Nick Markakis. Matt Wieters doing the catching for Chen.
So Jacoby Ellsbury to lead it off here for the Red Sox in the bottom of the first inning. Ellsbury at .310 with a home run, 7 runs batted in. Great start to the season for Ellsbury, like many of the Red Sox offensively on the last road trip. And the first stop in New York. Red Sox taking 2 out of 3 there. Then they moved up north of the border to Toronto to take 2 out of 3 there. Ellsbury will take a pitch outside. Chen part of a much improved Orioles rotation last year, and really the key to their success.
And he has been very good against the Red Sox in 3 career starts against Boston, 2-0 with a 2.50 ERA.
Last year, 12-game winner, 12-11 with a 4.02 earned run average in 32 starts for the Orioles. Pitched in the Japan Central League. Chinichi Dragons. As he misses just off the outside edge. Count evens at 2-2.
A tough pitch there to lay off at Jacoby Ellsbury. That was pretty nasty. Fastball down and away. Take a look at the Amica pitch zone and just missing the outside corner.
There's a pop-up right side. Ryan Flaherty puts the glasses down and equidistant between first and second makes the catch. Well, the Red Sox Foundation helps children play ball for fun, for health, and for life. One way they do that is through the RBI program, which stands for Reviving Baseball for Inner Cities. We salute our friends at HB Hood who support the Red Sox Foundation. One down here in the bottom of the first inning, and here comes Shane Victorino. Victorino, an 8-4-25 start, and has been in and out of this number 2 spot in the Red Sox order. He is in there today, and Chen deals with strike 1. Shane Victorino at .320, no homers and 4 runs batted in. Shane Victorino, a 2-time All-Star, 2009, 2011. Signed a 3-year deal with the Red Sox in the offseason. Shoots it foul, and it's 0-2. The second Hawaiian native in Red Sox history joins Benny Agbayani. He's a member of the Red Sox in 2002, but spent the bulk of his career with the New York Mets, and of course in the World Series with the Mets in 2000. This is lined and caught at third. A snow cone, but Machado comes down with it. Timed the leap perfectly and makes the grab.
Oh, what a great catch down there at third base by the young player Machado. He just timed that leap. That was a rocket by Victorino. And watch him go up. Snow cone catch. Able to hold on to it before it hits the ground. Takes a double away from Victorino.
Well, before Machado came up, he had only played 2 games in the minor leagues at third base. Spent all of his time with the O's at third last year. As Dustin Pedroia takes a look at ball 1. Outfield straight away with 2 down. And Pedroia is going to pop it up. Foul ground. Davis will go as far as he can, but it has no play. In behind the Red Sox dugout. A happy fan there.
Opening day souvenir.
No ball to strike to Pedroia with 2 down. Both pitchers not getting that outside corner. Neither happy about it so far with Ed Hickox. His home plate umpire has not been given that outside corner to the right-handed hitters. On the ground, nicely picked by Chen. Fires to first with plenty of time, and the Red Sox are retired 1-2-3. We're through 1 from Fenway on the home opener. Opening day 2013, the home opener for the Red Sox, and of course the great partnership with the Jimmy Fund celebrated today, and some great pictures from before the ball game today and as part of the opening ceremonies, and we'll be sharing more with you throughout the afternoon on this opening day. Great flyover here at Fenway, and great to see so many of the former Red Sox returning to Fenway Park, along with a lot of the Jimmy Fund patients and people who have been touched by the Jimmy Fund and the great partnership between the Red Sox and Dana-Farber. Second inning rolls in, and it's Chris Davis who has had a fabulous beginning to 2013 to the tune of a .455 batting average. He's already got 4 home runs and 17 runs driven in.
And the Red Sox immediately go into the overshift against Chris Davis with Pedroia in short right field. So according to the Red Sox charts, that's where he hits most of the ground balls that go in that direction.
17 RBIs for Davis. I know you're not much on pace, Jerry, but he's on pace for a lot.
He's on pace for a bunch.
He's played 6 games, and he's one of the Orioles who've gotten off to a fabulous start. They've got a few of them that have really been tremendous so far. Davis leading it off here in the second inning, and he will take the walk down to first base. Well, here are the guys who have gotten off to terrific starts to begin the year. Nick Markakis at .348. Adam Jones .522. That's not bad. 3 doubles, 8 runs. And Chris Davis with all the RBIs and the .556 average just earned a walk into the second straight inning. The Orioles have the lead runner on. Nick Markakis, after getting injured at the end of last year, was not part of the postseason roster for the Orioles, hoping they get back to the postseason this year. He's been through some lean years with the Orioles. As Matt Wieters takes strike 1. Wieters 6 for 19, hitting at .316 on the year with a home run. 3 runs batted in. All-star catcher. Throw to first base, and back is Davis. Buchholz spent a lot of time worrying about Nate McLouth in the first inning. Well, John Farrell welcomed very loudly here by the Fenway faithful on this opening day. Certainly polar opposite to what he received in Toronto upon his return there. But Fenway fans letting him hear it today. John certainly has done a very good job to begin the year. A very quiet spring training, very business-like, and a very good beginning to 2013. In the air to right field for Wieters, and deep. Back goes Victorino. Take him to the dirt of the track, but he makes the catch. Davis is going to stay there as Victorino gets it back in quickly. And a long drive for Wieters, but the wrong ballpark. Out number 1.
The wrong ballpark on the wrong day, and that ball was hit pretty well when it left the bat. It looked like it had a chance. Victorino going back, battling the sun, and is able to make the catch just about at the warning track.
So 1 on, 1 out. Yeah, that takes us to J.J. Hardy batting out of the 7 spot. 208 start to his season. 2 homers and 5 runs batted in. Hardy coming in with a 4-game hitting streak into today's action. All-star last year. His 3rd Orioles opening day. Last season led American League shortstops in games. Played 158 games last year. Led the entire American League in assists. Very good defensive shortstop for the Orioles. That's in there for a strike, and Buchholz jumps ahead 0-2.
Back-to-back fastballs from Buchholz, both trying to stay away from J.J. Hardy. That time on the outside corner. Exactly where Ross was set up.
Trying to grab that outside corner again.
That time going with the cut fastball, trying to make Hardy think it's a straight fastball with that little cut at the end, but Hardy did not bite. Now a 2-seamer away.
That picks up the outside corner for strike 3. Hardy doesn't like it. First strikeout of the afternoon for Clay Buchholz.
Now that was beautiful pitching right there by Buchholz. He first goes with a fastball away, then a cut fastball away, and then comes back with a 2-seam fastball that comes back over the inside part of the plate. Amica Insurance is the proud sponsor of the Amica Pit Zone.
2 down. Davis still at first after the leadoff walk remains there. And there's Ryan Flaherty. Last year in 77 games hit a .216. Flaherty born in Portland, Maine. Yes, he takes strike 1. Resides now in Franklin, Tennessee during the offseason, but New England native. Graduated from Deering High School in Maine. Played quarterback on Deering's 2003 Class A state championship team. Then went to Vanderbilt University in Tennessee, and mentioned spends his off seasons there now. He's the oldest son of longtime University of Southern Maine coach Ed Flaherty. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
A change up and a change up down in the zone, down and away from Flaherty. Draws the off balance swing.
And a tough start to the season, 0-for-10 at the plate, looking for his first hit of the year. Almost got hit on a pitch down and in. And Buck Showalter trying to repeat what he did last year. They were 29-9 in 1-run games. That is going to be tough to duplicate. Swing and a miss. Buchholz able to strike out Flaherty. Back-to-back Ks. They're coming up for the Red Sox. It'll be Napoli, then Middlebrooks, who had the big day yesterday in Nava. Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the second inning back at Fenway Park. AT&T brings us today's Twitter question. Will all the magic and pageantry of the Red Sox home opener, what if any other sporting events, match the excitement and energy that has become synonymous with the first game at Fenway Park? Send us your comments at #SoxHomeOpener, and we'll bring you the best tweets from Red Sox Nation later in today's game. Well, Jerry, today I asked a lot of my followers on @DonOrsillo what their favorite memories were of opening day, and I can't tell you how many people said the way I felt yesterday, 2005, in the ring ceremony here at Fenway Park.
I'd certainly agree with them. That was a very special moment, waiting so long for a championship, getting one, and seeing those rings presented to the players. That was quite a day.
Carl Yastrzemski and Johnny Pesky raising the flag. The soldiers from the Walter Reed Hospital being here to bring out the rings, and it was pretty incredible. I was also surprised by how many people said 1998, a Mo Vaughn's Grand Slam, and the big comeback.
I remember that one too. Yes,
it's huge as well. Mike Napoli, 5 for 28 to begin the year. Will Middlebrooks and Daniel Nava. Did you notice how I slid my handle in there?
Yeah, of course I did.
At Don Orsillo?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Napoli takes ball one high.
He just picked up about 40,000 followers.
At Don Orsillo. Napoli hitting at 179 out of the gate. And a strike over the outside corner. Mike O'Malley is here. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Mike Barnacle and Mike O'Malley enjoying opening day. This one fouled back to the screen. 2005, and here it is, a great day, and the dropping the flag here of 2004's World Championship. So Dominic DiMaggio, and of course the flag being raised. Johnny Pesky and Carl Yastrzemski. There's a fly ball to center right at Adam Jones out there, and he makes the catch in the first out of the second inning. Will Middlebrooks is coming up. The other thing I forgot about that day was the other champions who came out from underneath the flag and left. And Bill Russell, Teddy Bruschi was here that day. I believe Bobby Orr was here as well that day. And Richard Seymour at the time representing the New England Patriots. There's the pitch in there for strike one to Will Middlebrooks. Tough to beat his day yesterday. A fabulous day for Middlebrooks. 4 for 5 with a double and 3 home runs. Knocked in 4 runs. It's a day you dream about.
It's one of those days you don't want to end. You know, you feel like every time you get up there, you're going to make good, solid contact, and that's what Middlebrooks did yesterday.
It's a fly ball to right. Markakis in a few steps, 2 down. Let's send it down to Jenny.
Don, as you know, Jackie Bradley Jr. not in today's lineup. Johnny Gomes starting at DH and Daniel Nava at left field. John Farrell said over the last couple games, Jackie Bradley has been getting pitched to pretty consistently. I just felt like another good left-hander was a choice for today, and it was a chance to get Nava's right-handed bat in there along with Gomes at DH.
A tough trip for Jackie Bradley Jr. to start his career numbers-wise at the plate, and you got the lefty going today. It just seemed to make sense to give him today off.
Struggled the last couple of games, in particular with inside fastballs that were around the hands.
Five in a row retired by Wei-In Chen to start his day. His second start of the year for the Orioles. Orioles coming in with a record of 3-3 to begin the year. Red Sox in first place at 4-2 coming into this home opener at Fenway Park. Three ones outside. It's ball 4 to Daniel Nava. The Red Sox have their first base runner of the day. Now W.B. Mason welcomes the Red Sox back for the 2013 season. For a delicious cup of coffee at the office, try W.B. Mason's coffee service featuring the Keurig coffee system and Green Mountain coffee. Two down here in the second inning. A base runner with Nava at first and Johnny Gomes coming up.
For Nava, that's the third walk he's had this season. He's yet to strike out. Been seeing a lot of pitches.
Johnny Gomes 3 for 11 out of the gate. The 273 to begin the young season. Was the opening day starting DH in the absence of David Ortiz. Was 0 for 3 in the series against the Blue Jays with a couple of walks and 3 for 11 to begin the year. Davis kind of playing in front of Nava at first base. Red Sox with 8 new players on the opening day roster to enter this season that have never played a major league game for the Red Sox. A lot of new faces here, and so far so good as Gomes takes the high strike.
That's not the kind of pitch you want to swing at. 2 balls and no strikes. He's looking middle in that situation, trying to drive a ball out of the ballpark. Instead of gets a fastball up and away.
Over the inside corner. Gomes didn't like it, and it's 2-2. Both very close pitches.
Borderline right there.
No, it's too far outside, and a full count now to Gomes. On deck for Boston, the veteran catcher David Ross getting the start today, and a catching tandem with Jared Saltalamacchia. Salty on the bench to begin the ball game today. Gomes will foul it off, and Nava will have to go back to the bag at first. He'll be running again, 3-2.
Johnny Gomes, one of those guys embracing playing for the Red Sox and playing here at Fenway Park. Talked about getting the start today in the home opener. Very excited about it.
Lifts it foul off to the right, stays alive. 8th pitch of the at bat is coming up for Gomes. Right place, right time. Nice catch.
For early season, that's a very nice play. Actually, any time in the season.
This one foul back. Well, the Sox and O's matching up today for the first of 19 games this season. And after the current series, they will not play until a 4-game series in Baltimore, June 13th through the 16th. So they'll be packing in quite a few games in the second half of the season. (3-2) again. And a foul back again.
Regardless of what happened, this has been a very good at bat for Johnny Gomes. He's really made Chen throw a lot of pitches to him in this at bat.
This will be the 10th pitch of the at bat for Johnny Gomes. The first 10 pitch at bat any member of the Red Sox has had this season. Gomes will pop it up in a shallow right. Flaherty is out calling, but Markakis almost collides with him as Flaherty makes the catch that ends the inning. play 2 from Fenway without a score on this opening day. Well, the statues here at Fenway Park, of course, Ted Williams, the statue, been here a long time, and as well as the teammates, and they came to life here today, sort of, in part of the pregame ceremonies around Fenway Park as people made their way in.
That would have freaked me out, Don.
Yeah, I think so too.
Nice delivery, though. It's a cross-seam fastball.
No, beautiful day today. You could not ask for a better day for opening day here at Fenway Park, this time of year especially. Lots of sunshine, warm conditions, and we play on to the 3rd inning. Steve Pearce leading it off. And he takes a breaking ball for strike 1. Pearce 0 for 7 to start the year. The DH today for the O's. It'll be Pearce, McLouth, and Machado, 9, 1, and 2. '30th pitch for Buchholz, and it's just off the outside edge. He's not got that pitch, and he has wanted it on several occasions. Not alone, Wei Chen.
Yeah, clear though the pitch is outside according to the Amica pitch zone, but really that's a pitch that a lot of pitchers will get.
Two and two. Orioles won the season series last year 13-5. In the 18 games the Red Sox and Orioles played last year. Grounder softly towards Middlebrooks at third base, gets it and gets rid of it in a hurry and in time to retire Steve Pearce for the first out of the inning.
Not a difficult chance for Will Middlebrooks down at third base. Just got to make sure you catch the ball right there and then. The sidearm flip. Plenty of time at first base to get Napoli.
One down, 4 in a row. Retired by Clay Buchholz. It's back up top for Nate McLouth, former Pittsburgh Pirate. It takes strike 1. McLouth last year called up from AAA Norfolk. As this one sent foul off to the left, out of play. Had a great spring training this year, hitting at .320 during the spring. Strike 3 over the outside corner. Third strikeout for Buchholz. 2 down.
Well, again, you know, that pitch just a bit outside, but when you're that close to throwing strikes, that close to home plate, you're going to get those kind of calls. And a perfect pitch right there by Buchholz. Just about unhittable.
So 2 down in the inning, and Manny Machado, the batter, fouled out to Mike Napoli down the first base line. First time up. And there's strike 1 to Machado. It'll bounce in. Little slip at the end of the delivery for Buchholz. Look back at the landing spot. And Machado arriving on the major league scene last year, just 20 years of age.
And really did a nice job for the Orioles throughout the remainder of the season once he did arrive.
Jump from AA Bowie at the time, came up on August the 9th. Ahead of the count, 3-1. Buchholz has walked 1 and struck out 3 through 2 2/3 innings. Nick Markakis waiting on deck. O's batting here in the top half of the 3rd inning. 40th pitch for Buchholz, and that's in there for a strike. Full count. Machado sends one out to left center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Ellsbury will play it back into the infield, but a 2-out single for Manny Machado. Second hit of the day for the O's.
Well, Machado that time gets on top of a high fastball from Buchholz and keeps Buchholz away from the 1-2-3 inning. There's that high fastball, and the line drive enters center field. So Machado stands at first base, does not have a steal on the season yet.
So 2 outs, Machado at first and Nick Markakis the batter. Markakis at leadoff 54 games last year. Batting 3rd in the order to begin this season. That just misses as well. 1-1. Best season for Markakis prior to the injury since 2008. Finished the year at 298 last year. Hit 306 back in 2008. Late on the fastball and is down 1-2.
93 on that last fastball from Buchholz. A rising fastball.
On the ground left side, Middlebrooks dives and can't get it. It's into left field as Machado takes second base. So back-to-back singles with 2 outs in the inning for the O's.
You see where the defense is set up. That's a nice piece of hitting there by Markakis. A couple of strikes on him and takes that outside pitch and shoots it back by Middlebrooks. So after a couple of quick outs, back-to-back hits for the Orioles here in the 3rd inning. Didn't see Markakis do that very often. Shoot one down that third base side.
So 2 down, 2 on. Adam Jones the batter. Fly to right in the 1st inning. Trying to grab that corner, but too far outside. Ross trying to frame that pitch. Juan Nieves, the new pitching coach for the Red Sox. Good first time through the rotation for the Red Sox, and then very good yesterday by John Lester. 2-0.
Another long look in by Buchholz. He wanted that second pitch, but again, it's away. And as you mentioned earlier, Don, you highlighted they're not getting that pitch very often on the outside part of the plate.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1.
That's a good 2-0 pitch there by Buchholz. A cut fastball. Adam Jones sitting all over the fastball in that situation, thinks it's going to be down the middle of the plate, and then the cutter going down and away.
swing and a miss. That kept him off balance. 2-2.
And the changeup from Buchholz. Every fastball count. Jones has not got a fastball. He's got a cutter and then the changeup.
Machado at second. Marquez at first. 2 down. Jones thought about it. Did he go? No. So Corey Blazer, first base umpire.
Take a look from the side, and I think a very good call right there. No swing by Jones.
Clay Buchholz has had a battle in this inning. A lot of long counts, and 3-2 here again to Adam Jones. Now it'll fall in for strike 3. The curveball gets Adam Jones to end the top of the 3rd inning. The Orioles strand a pair.
No score back at Fenway Park as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. A nice job by Buchholz. A long at bat by Adam Jones. Misses away with the first pitch, away with the second pitch, but then he drops right here. A cut fastball on him, a 2-0 count. Then a changeup, running it to 2-2. Back to a cutter away, and then drops the curveball on him, a pitch that he had not seen yet. Pitch Zone on NESN is brought to you by Amica. Amica Insurance, great service, great coverage, and a great price for auto, home, or life insurance.
Well, Adam Jones striking out to end last inning, and Clay Buchholz going to throw a lot of pitches to get it done through 3s at 51 pitches. As we head to the last half of the 3rd inning, David Ross, Jose Iglesias, and Jacoby Ellsbury out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Only member of the Red Sox to reach against Wei-Yin Chen was a 2-out walk for Daniel Nava. Ross 1 for 6 to begin his Red Sox career. And he takes strike 1 from Chen. This one's on the ground, foul outside of 3rd.
Closest thing to a hit for the Red Sox was that line shot by Victorino, and a very nice play by Machado at 3rd base.
In the air to shallow left center field. McLeod coming over, and the left fielder puts it away for the first out of the inning. Well, Jose Iglesias had a very nice start, Jenny, and back in the lineup again today.
That's right. And John Farrell said that he's finally found what works for him at the plate, that he's being aggressive. He's in a good place and back to his natural swing. And shortstop Stephen Drew slated to wrap up his 4-day rehab assignment with Portland today. Supposed to join the Red Sox back on Wednesday. Farrell was asked how that may affect Iglesias going forward. And he said, you know, athletes are wired for today. He's going to go out there and say, what can I do today to help this team?
Well, it has been a terrific start for Iglesias. He had hit with a pitch in Toronto, missed a game, but back in there and back at it yesterday. Nine for 17 to begin the year at 529. It's a fly ball to left field. Nate McLeod into left center again. And McLeod has handled the first 2 outs of the inning. Well, tomorrow on the Dennis and Callahan Show, the guys react to the Sox home opener and hear from Sox starter Clay Buchholz, only on NESN and WEEI 93.7 FM. Dennis and Callahan, the most listened to morning show in New England. 2 down in the 3rd inning, and Jacoby Ellsbury coming up. Second time through now, the Red Sox order against Wei-Yin Chen. Ellsbury popped out to second base in the 1st inning. A lot of things had to go right last year for the Orioles to accomplish what they did. So many one-run games, and certainly tough to repeat it, but Buck Showalter trying to do the same thing with largely the same group.
Well, it was that bullpen. I mean, that bullpen last year was outstanding toward the end of games, and that's why they were involved in so many close games and close wins. And it was a real turnaround season for the Baltimore Orioles and their fans.
There's a fly ball to left. McLeod has a chance to handle all 3 outs. And on 8 pitches, he does. It is a 1-2-3 third. We head for the 4th inning without a score from Fenway.